Good morning, class, and welcome to your online course. Here's the homepage of Canvas. My name is Dr. Araipur. I have sent you several emails already regarding the course, asking you to explore the Canvas. I hope you've had a chance to do that, so let's quickly do it together. First and foremost, number one, there was a welcoming message to you, about a minute or 2 minute long clip. I'm very happy to have you in this class. Number two is the class philosophy. Let's look at that.
Class philosophy. This class is a community and therefore, we all have the same objective, to learn. Online students often feel isolated, but it is vitally important to know you are not in this alone. I would like each of you to approach our online class with a great attitude and a willingness to help one another. Many problems and questions can be resolved by asking a fellow student. I am always here to help you, but I truly believe your experience will be more fruitful if you communicate with your fellow students as well. Let us work together to make this a memorable semester for each and every one of us. A. Course objectives. The primary objectives of our Survey of Calculus 1 course include the foundational principles of calculus, an integral branch of mathematics that delves into comprehending rates of change and accumulation. The principal aim of this course is to familiarize students with the fundamental concepts and techniques of calculus, which form the bedrock for grasping alterations and deviations in diverse fields. The course will be structured around several key focal points, encompassing the exploration of fundamental concepts of analytic geometry, the study of limits and continuity, and the exploration of differentiation and integration pertaining to algebraic and trigonometric functions. Additionally, the course will engage with real-life applications from the realm of life sciences, showcasing various interpretations of derivatives and integrals. These applications will span topics such as maximum-minimum problems and optimization, linearization and difference equations, sequences, sequential limits, as well as antiderivatives and integrations. Instructors' contact information. Email me via Canvas or use the email address era.araipur@csulb.edu, and I reply from Monday to Friday within 24 hours.
Going back to the home page of Canvas. The next one would be the announcements. So you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So let me put this in student mode. And the announcements, they were sent to you, they were emailed to you also, besides the fact that you can find it in Canvas. There's a recorded orientation, an old one, the new one will be here shortly, welcome and orientation, and there were a couple of emails welcoming you to your virtual course and ultimately asking you to explore the course here. Going back to the home page of Canvas. Number 4, we have the syllabus, modules. Under the modules, we can find the practice test, PowerPoints, solution to that, homework, quizzes. Then we have the discussion forums, exams, and at the end, I want to make sure I explain this to you. We have this office hours here. So the link that you see here is for the office hours as posted here. However, to come to the class and attend the class, this is the Zoom meeting right here under this Zoom meeting. You can attend the class. Now, syllabus. You can click on it right here or on the left navigation bar. Either way is fine. Let's see what we can find there. First and foremost, the syllabus. The information about the course, the section number, the time, Zoom meeting. And the topics, because syllabi are getting larger and larger, I put them in this format with topics to make it easier to navigate. So course description and materials, text, you can find the text here, or when we go to your digital platform, MOM, short for My Open Math, I will show you that. Class calendar, we'll have an exam every 3 to 4 weeks, and the setup is such that every exam is set to be taken on Saturdays because I want you to be relaxed and do a good job on that. And Monday before that, you receive an email regarding the exam, including the password. However, the final is set by campus, and we just follow the date, which is not the day that we take the exam is not on Saturdays, okay? Now, calculators, you may use a graphing calculator for the course. However, during most exams, you can't. Tech support for the publisher math, math for Canvas, for Campus. Math Tutorial Center is free, and that's their website. The grading policy, there are 4 exams. Each one is worth 100 points. The homework is 200 points. The quiz is 100 points. And the final, which is comprehensive, 300 points. Although the final is comprehensive, it's pretty simple. It's based on the previous exams. And it's a point system giving us a total of 1,000 points. 90% meaning 900 and above is an A. 80% meaning 800 to 899 is a B. So on and so forth. Also, your lowest grade before the final may be replaced by the final exam score, as long as the following is true. The final score is good, meaning at least 80%. Homework, 95% or higher. Quiz, 90% or higher. And this action will result in a higher letter grade. You get the email on Monday and you have until Saturday to take the exam. There's no makeup exam unless something comes up, and you can let me know. Course late work. You really don't want to use the late pass. We can use a late pass for some of the homework assignments, but on a normal basis, when you do that, you get behind. CSULB 36. This is interesting. You want to check this website. You need to spend 3 hours per unit per week. So for this course, which is a 3-unit course, we need a minimum of 9 hours to do well. Then there are others like dropping policy, disability, so on and so forth. So there's a lot more information here. I went over the, big chunk of it, the most important parts. And there are others if you want to look at. The summary step to success would be reading your notes. Study the corresponding sections. This is important. Creating a formula sheet, index cards really do wonders. Doing the examples, the homework, and the quiz. Again, office hours is posted on the homepage of Canvas at the bottom of that, also here. So this is the information as far as your course syllabus is concerned. We have the Excel calendar also under that, which tells you the very first assignment, introduction to MOM, is due in a couple of days, then algebra review, and then we have more on this column, the homework, the PowerPoint sections we cover, okay? And of course, the due dates for the quizzes, as well as the exams. You can find this under My Open Math also, so I will show you. The only ones that have passwords are the exams. Going back to the home page of Canvas, the next one is modules. But before that, I want to cover the discussion forum because it takes just a second. So discussion forums, I have two of them, and none will be graded. Student bios, and I put mine as an example. Then if you want to put yours, and if anybody wants to reply to a fellow student, please make sure with utmost respect. The next one is the frequently asked questions. In the past, students have had some questions, and I compiled them right here. And if there are more questions, I would put them here. But please, before you ask any questions, read the frequently asked questions. For example, how do I use the math editor is explained here. Okay, and so forth. Going back to the home page of Canvas. Now I want to go over the modules. And again, right here on the left navigation bar. Under the modules, I want to tell you what you find, and we're going to look at all of them. First, here's your digital platform homework, My Open Math. I will come to this at the end. The next one is recorded lecture, exam review. So exam 1 module, exam 2, exam 3, exam 4 modules, they're very similar at the final exam. So I'm going to explain just one of those modules, exam 1 module. First, we start with an exam review and its key. You want to read this, take a few minutes to read this. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes. And then on a daily basis, after I finish a section, for example, I finish 1.6, then you can do 1 or 2 questions per day. That's all. After that is exam 1 PowerPoints. Now, PowerPoints are in the form of a PDF file or PowerPoints format. If you put them in the PowerPoint format or PDF makes no difference. What I want to explain is this. Everything you want, the proof, definitions, formulas are given to you. You don't have to write anything. You just listen in class until we come across an example. You don't even have to write the examples. What you have to write? Solution to those examples are not given. The purpose of this is to speed up the process, everybody. Look at the next one. Same thing. In this case, the example is given. Solution is not. We go over that in class. Again, I just wanted to make sure it makes it nice and easy on the students. So when we go to module 1, first we find exam review and keys. Then we find the PowerPoints. And then we find the solution to the exam review, not with details, but when I say not with details, not for all of those questions. And we find the answer with details, okay, to those exam reviews mostly, okay? So under each module, you have the review, you have the PowerPoints, you have the solution to it in the form of a PowerPoint. Same thing for module 2, same thing for module 3, and so forth. But at the top here, right under the My Open Math, this recorded lecture right here, this also has the solution recorded for those. So if I click on the latest one, notice we have different sections that we covered, 1.6, and we go down. And when we are done with the last section, which is 3.1, then the exam 1 review is there. So we have those PowerPoints. As well as their solution with details. All right, I want to go back to modules, and the last thing for us is this one, the uh, my open math part that I want to look at. But let's go down, and I want to show you one last thing after each exam. The very last one is a resource, the TI calculator. And what I have here for you, I have a website you can check. And if you can make it work, you may be able to get an emulator which looks like this. And so you have access to a TI calculator. However, even if you don't, I have given you a lot of resources regarding online calculators. Take a look, online calculators and resources. You can use those. And these are TI commands, just in case if anybody needs them. Okay. Going back to the modules. Now, I'm going to put this in student mode. Now, the very top one, right, this one, is for my open math. If I click on it, you either have an account with my open math, that means you have a username and password, or you create one. Everybody knows how to create one. And that takes you to my open math. You can do your homework. So if you click on it and you register, it will take you to my open math. So what do we see? Let me just quickly show you what you get there. At the very top, you see the first assignment, Introduction to my open math, then Algebra Review, Exams and Quizzes, quiz 1, 2, 3, and exam 1. And by the way, you have multiple attempts for your homework. For quizzes, you have only 2 attempts, and for the exam, there is only 1 attempt. Okay. And I put this at top because I didn't want anybody to, have a hard time finding. As you scroll down, first thing first you come across is the calendar. Take a look at this calendar. You can change the number of weeks to show you more or less. The first 2 assignments are coming up soon. The quizzes are coming up too. Take a look at exam 1. Before exam 1, the homework is due. Does it mean that I have to do all the homework right here? Absolutely not, because if you wait until there, then and there, you are going to be behind. When I cover a section, it's time for you to do the homework for that section. Okay? And where do you find the section? Under the module of interest. First, I want to show you that we have modules 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Modules 1, 2, 3, 4 are the same modules in essence that we cover in Canvas. And you find the homework for module 1 under module 1 and so forth. So what is module 0? As the name indicates, resources. I highly recommend you look at that, and if you don't need it, you don't. For example, I think your books are like reference text. So if you click on this here or here, it takes you to your books. Okay. Gradebook, late passes, free online calculators. Notice you have many, many online calculators that are free. I believe students shouldn't pay for anything. So if you can not make that TI emulator to work, you can use various online calculators, including Decimals. And then chapter review. Take a look at this one. This is not being graded, Daddy. This is not being graded in class. This is for just review, everybody. Okay. So 1.1 review of functions, basic classes of functions, trigonometric functions, inverse functions, exponential and logarithmic functions, factoring. If you forgot some topic in math, I have them there for you. And again, it's not being graded. It's just there for you. So module 0, and I'm going to, I've expanded it. Okay. I'm going to, put it back. It's just a bunch of resources. Just actually do it here. So module 0, please spend some time on module 0. Look at all your resources. If you don't need any of them, you don't. If you do need some of them, you know where to find them. Okay. Then module 1, starting with 1.6. Let me first actually do this. So you expand 1.6, you find texts and where to find the text that pertains to 1.6 to 2.1. You have the videos, and then you have your homework. So what you need to do is your homework. Sometimes students just watch my PowerPoints and recordings and they're ready to do that. Sometimes they want to watch the videos here before to do the homework. That's absolutely up to you. And I've expanded this, and then you go to chapter 2, and the same thing, 2.2. You can watch these recordings and then the homework. But what about the homework? I want to take it from the top and look at the homework here for you. What happens when you want to start the homework? And what do you need to do? Just, this is the introduction to my Open Math. So enter this number. If you click on the box, it opens a math editor, 48.2758. It's the first number. Then the next one, we want to round it to the nearest hundreds, which is 7, and next to it is 5. It goes up. So 48.27 goes up to 8 because next to it is 5. And we want to divide it by 0. We can't divide by 0. The answer is undefined. They don't have it. We go with D and E, or does not exist. Now you submit the question and you get a check mark. All of them are correct. What happens if we answer it wrong? Let's do that on purpose here. 1/3. Let's say the answer is 0.7, which is the wrong answer. 1/3 is 0.3 bar. And submit the question. It says it's wrong. What do? Get a similar question. It happened to give you the same one, and you put 0.3 bar, or just repeat that a bunch of times. And now we got it. In other words, if you make a mistake, big deal. Get a similar question, and you can do it correctly and get 4 credit. Now, what happens next? Something comes up, we can't continue. If I click done here, so it registers my grade as the portion that I've done right, and it shows the rest of them are not done. As long as I come back to this homework before the due date, I can do the unattempted ones. Okay, so I can resume or I can exit. If I exit, I can come back to it anytime. What I want to show you in algebra review class is that when you do the homework that they require knowledge of math. For example, here we want to find the slope. The slope for any vertical line is undefined, so it does not exist. They don't have undefined. Okay, and it's correct. Now, this question has help. What is that? Written exam. This question has help. This question has help. What is that? It has a video, and that's what I wanted to show you. Many of the homework sets, they have questions with videos And the purpose of that is to help you in case you get stuck, which makes it really nice and easy. Again, the same thing. I can exit or I can resume. I can resume anytime before the due date. So I'm going to exit. Also, I want to quickly recap what we covered. So here's the home page of Canvas. First, there was a welcoming message. Number two, we looked at class philosophy. Number three, announcements, and the announcements are posted here and will be sent to you. Number four, we had the syllabus modules discussion forum. The discussion forum, we don't have a lot there. Nothing is being created. We have student bios and frequently asked questions. The syllabus is here with all the information you need. And the modules, all you have to do, click on this one and start with my open math. This one is recorded lectures. This one is the review with the key. This one is the PowerPoints. No solution for the examples. The solutions you get it in class. And here's the review. At the end, we have a resource for TI calculator. This is the office hours and the proper information for that. Please don't mix it up with the class Zoom meeting, which you have to click on here and attend it accordingly. So don't mix them up. Finally, my open math. When you register with my open math, you start with my open math introduction to my open math, algebra review. Module 0 contains a lot of resources. Module 1 is where your homework starts. I wish you all best of luck and happy studying, everybody.